Good evening and welcome back to Breath of Fire 3. We're picking up exactly where the last session left off, in which we met Tipo again. And thanks to Maria, had to put the boy down. Once again, we have further reason to believe that while she may not be a threat to the world, she is definitely a threat to us and to our people. So, who knows what the end of this story may bring. But, there are a few things that we are going to check out before we make hard progress. Ooh. Well, we are definitely not stealing from these for various reasons. But we probably won't get much done against them either. Goo Kings are a special enemy in this one. That Dragon Blade we got, yeah, by no means bad. In fact, it's quite good. I believe it is Ryu's strongest natural weapon. Goo Kings have a 1 in 256 chance of dropping Ryu's strongest weapon in the game, the Goo King Sword. Apparently, this item is infamous because its drop rate is so low that people weren't entirely sure it existed for a long time. Gotta remember, this came out before reliance on the internet was at a super high point. So, if he runs, that's probably it. But if he doesn't... Okay, maybe we can do something. Oh! I thought they had more health than that. As you can see, pretty good experience. Unfortunately, we got the green apple. Which, I mean, let's be real here. The chances of getting the Goo King sword in one go, and, you know, without Cheatsy Doodles live, very unlikely. We do have Charm, though, so it is very much a possibility to see the goods. We would just need to consistently be able to fight them. But the Goo King sword is his strongest weapon, and it had a mythical status until, well, more stuff happened on the internet. With that rare of a drop rate against an enemy that runs away so often, it's understandable. Other details about it, you can get them to stay by stealing a green apple from them. If you steal the green apple from them, that little 50 damage hit they do, that's the least of your worries. If it wasn't for the fact that we were, well, we haven't saved since that boss fight, because yes, I basically paused, took care of some stuff, and came back. I would be a little more willing, but I would rather not be tempted to try and learn chill again. Oh, and for that note, unless we somehow do get the Goo King sword, this is pretty much Ryu's agility. Unless we take that off, at which point it'll be 63, which is still extremely respectable. For the time being... Go ahead and put the good stuff back in. But, yeah. I won't actually try to farm for it, but I will at least attempt to show off the various details if we can get one or two conveniently while we're doing stuff. If nothing else, the experience is by no means bad, so, you know, why not, right? I haven't forgotten, there was a chest that we still need to get in here. But because the Dragon Blade is fire, yeah, he's going to... All the plant enemies are just going to get shredded now. Oh. Actually, we might fight one of those wraiths. I want to see if the sword interacts with it the way I'm thinking it may. And hey, thanks for being our test dummy. And of course, by now, with all the dragon equipment on, Ryu just flat out absorbs fire. Okay, so if you can get aside the accuracy issue, you could totally just wield an elemental weapon. Or not. Okay. So it may be that it has an absolutely ridiculous level of physical defense. Huh. And then, I suppose he could have attacked. Actually, we're not even going to bother. So, if nothing else, you could use an elemental weapon to break the shield, and then have your caster just same turn kill it, maybe. But yeah, by now, Ladon has to be finished. At which point, we'll probably put Ray... I don't know. I'd have to look at his stats. Like, he's pretty well-rounded now, but he really needs some health. So maybe I'll go against the original plan and put him on fall for the extra health and defense. Make him not as, squishy. Which, Momo's getting there, you know? Still need some more health on her, though. Just like a bag of bones. And yeah, if you couldn't tell from the damage on Blitz, it does seem that your weapon's attribute applies to Blitz, which is kind of funny. Things how you're just throwing stuff at targets. But, you know, it is what it is. Goo King aside, yes, none of these are actually a threat to the party, and I am in no way feeling as though wandering around is a danger. Now we will go back to that restroom and save. I'll also use a key card on the other room in that hallway. Then we're going to pull out. We're gonna check on a few things. I do like how Ryu could basically just stay on Ladon, though, at this point. Like, sure, he could use a little more health and all, but He's just destroying everything now. First we're going to fight. First, we're going to see about getting that, that save done. Ooh. Hold up. Oh right, we got one of those already. I do need to Google those and see what the actual benefits are. I'm used to rest being the first option. Now I can just save here again. So how many levels did Ryu get from all that? 3? Yeah. So our boy's getting real robust now. Nearly 300 defense. Agility is basically top tier. And he's not a caster, but his intelligence ain't bad. That power, though. He's even eking out a bit more now than Momo when she's got a 200 power weapon. But yeah, you will want to shift back from Dragon Blade if you're fighting anything with fire resistance. Because at that point it would be more of an issue than a boon. Still want that Frost Strike, but... So, what was this? Light Bangle, wait. Is in... So one of these was in the catacombs at Windia. Maybe it was the sandals. It would have to be the sandals, because one of these is a +2 versus a +1, and I don't remember which. I would say it would have to be the light bangle, though, because they wouldn't put something that's actual trash behind the A-ranked door. I'm just saying. And again, maybe they would. We will let Ray have one more Ladon level, or I would phrase it like that, but let's be real, we're probably just going to get into another fight before we actually get back. The Death Box. Did they just... I don't think they did, but... Yeah, they couldn't have disrupted the formation. He's hitting too hard. Yeah, okay. But this is where we will be going. Which you will have to do this each time anyway, but there's your evidence. How? How? Okay, I suppose that will at least pass as sensible. With but a sliver of health. Okay. That was a good level to wrap up with Dawn. So by this point, the only new content in Station Maria should be behind that door. Like, the only things left in Serkan should be literally just everything past that point. And we will come back. We just got a couple things I want to point out. And we actually didn't check on the fairies, so whether it's the last one or not, it might be a good chance to peek on them. I think there... Okay, no, there is absolutely nothing of that nature here. I thought they included one to be cheeky, but no, we'll have to go to another location, which is fine. We gotta go back to Ladon anyway. I would have been happy just being a thief. But I guess... Darn. Hippo. You. I'll stay with you to the end. After all, came this far, right? Bogey bogey. I know what you want to do. At least, that's what he seems to be saying. I'm sorry. That's all I can say now. Okay, so there's at least one more update to the camp. So I'll do one more check closer to the actual end. But I really do appreciate that Ray's just like... He's torn up, and for good reason. Or, of course, I could be wrong. I could be conflating that with something else, but we'll see. But, let's head on back to Dragnir. And immediately get a game over? Not yet? Okay. On the one hand, I kind of do want to see the two enemies in question appear before we're done with the game. But on the other hand, I kind of just don't want to see them ever. Though with the speed we have, I don't know, maybe it would be much more possible than I'm making it out to be. Head over to Dragnir. And the reason why we want to be sure to finish off Ladon will be very obvious in just a moment. Medryu, my child, our hope. You have come far, Ray, and have proven your ability. Therefore, I'll grant you yet another of my powers. Ray learned Aura. So you know that big double attack power move that Myrmidon can just spam willy-nilly? Yeah, That's Ladon's last move. In all of its excessive AP cost glory. We should have some results by now, simply on account of how long we've been gone for. Well, yeah, I didn't assign anybody to exploration, so that's fair. Go ahead and take care of that. So this is the final state of this place, like I said. I really do wish, like, they would, like... It really Ooh, very nice. It really provokes my OCD that they just, like, taper the paving off without really rounding it out. Like, it irks me to no end. But, you know, it is what it is, right? This should be the final stage of a shop that we would need to look at for anything. Which, these two were in the other one. Actually, I think I might have redone this by accident. We will go ahead and grab those, though. We're not going to use them on the last boss, for the record. But there we go. That's basically it for the fairies then. You can check in on them at varying times. Obviously, if I was playing this at my own leisure, I probably would have done so a little more often. But, there's no need to. It is completely optional. It does pay out if you do it frequently enough early on, though. Right, so we're gonna... I guess we'll put him under Fall? I just wanted to have some more help. I don't want anybody at sub 200 at the end. Alright, we're good on speed. I know that much. I know how I always come back to Genmul. Yeah, 70 agility. Pretty good. That's without any speed boosters. In which the Master System here is good and all. I do prefer 4s to a degree. To learn the abilities from a Master, you don't need a level under them. You need to hit certain quotas on certain things, which in a lot of cases means you can't cheese it. which that's fine. But on the other hand, some of the higher requirements are obnoxious. But still, that does mean your leveling is 100% separate of, you know, I need X skill from Y master. In fact, I don't think you need to be under a master at all to learn their abilities. You just need to hit their quotas. Which, you know, that's not bad. But with that little diversion done, let's make our way back. I like that. So it's super funny though. You could tell you were totally just a few feet, just a little bit away from Serkan, the end of your journey. But no. Enjoy the desert of death first, right? You can't jump down from this platform. Silly, you might hurt your ankles. Yeah, at this point, with the level of experience you require, this will be the time to consider stuff like the Lava Man if you wanted to really try grinding, because you do have ample defense, like equip Rings of Fire on the full party, stuff like that. You've got options. But yeah, Ladon is done. Only ones we didn't finish are Yggdrasil, which... eh. Yoto, which is pretty much just a bust. Pandara, which we got the good skill and used it where appropriate. Dees does have good spells that I would put on Momo, but between the change of stuff going on for me and everything, I just did not feel like setting up Nina. To be a little bit of grinding, to be fair. Pachio, again, had Demon Bane and some other stuff. Demon Bane being the best move, I think. And then out of those four, only three of them had a good only three of them had a formation, and of the formations, only one of them would have been really beneficial, and that was the chain formation, which gives speed. But when your active party is this fast by default, it kind of doesn't matter as much. So let's look first. Okay, there we go. So that's honestly fine. Again, we will be taking this. We'll leave that on him. Don't really need it anywhere else anyway. With this, she can hit most. Like, the only thing she would need at this point is Blizzard, which we didn't get off of Deesh yet. Technically Soraka, but you can hit the two individually, so, you know, that's whatever. Would want to take Monopolize off of Pico if we were going to grind somebody, though. And this, well, we ground up Pico. But we're going to take Aura and put it on our boy. Other than that, though, we're basically set. Super Combo still does have a place, but if you want to be completely sure that your blow is going to, one, land and hit hard, two, Aura, while more expensive, is the better option. Which, I got those soul gems as a precaution in case we did encounter the special enemies. Seeing as how we lucked out with that, we may try and do some funny stuff with the Goo Kings, see what happens. Which I was really pleased to see Ryu could put them down that capably. I was expecting more issues. So if we buff speed on the first turn, especially if we somehow get initiative, could potentially get an EX turn. And at that point, well, you know, that 1 in 256 could be a little bit better with Charm. Which, we should be getting Bone Break available again by the end of this part. Not that it'll be anything amazing, it's just basically just a guaranteed crit hit. Another good item for Ryu. It's not the Shaman's Ring, there's another better one. It's just a flat 50% reduction. It won't reduce the cost of Ascension. That's a system thing. And I believe in any of the dragon forms that you, well, aren't human, it doesn't help. But I believe it does help in Kaiser. Because you can, you know, you get all of your gear and everything. Okay, you do still have to do it every time. So if you were in Kaiser and using like Aura, Super Combo, etc., that would be a huge benefit for your longevity. Ah, now we have new enemy types. I want to see if that works. I don't know if it does. Oh, it does. Okay. So, somebody said that if you kill the vampire before you kill the bats, it's worth 10,000 experience? I kind of want to see that. And you can apparently learn Gloom. And it'll do something for you, but we'll see. I guess maybe we'll see what happens when we kill the bat first. But maybe? Maybe that was 10,000 then divided, I guess? Maybe that's what they meant? I'm not sure if it, like, changes after you kill the bats. But with Kyrie able to do that, well, that would be an okay use of 5 AP. Okay, so case in point. Let's blitz them. Yeah. And I believe Gloom is learnable. And on top of that, it does... Okay, so he's flustered, so that would be a change. And I believe it makes them weak to Holy. Which, if that is the case, we might want to learn it. So that we can make double use of Aura. And that's Paralysis if it works. It didn't, fortunately. Let's see what the experience was this time. Okay. So yeah, use Kyrie to blast the vampire for extra experience. That's fun. And we already know what he can do, because every one of them that looks like that can do it. We'll still try to steal, though. Okay. Oh, well, he must be weak to fire. That's cool. Here's the armor upgrade. I believe you can either steal or let them drop something nice. But they're also extremely dangerous. And that's why. Good news is we learned it, so we don't need to, like, pander to trying to, Woo! Okay. Let's not take another of those right now. But yeah, Thunderstrike, the paralysis makes it pretty handy. I only use steel, but... Oh, okay. I only use steel because I thought it would be redundant. Oh, well, okay. So, the sword is not what we were talking about. I'm going to need to use Charm on them, and they should drop the item in question. Ooh. Wasn't expecting to get slammed for 80 points. Yeah, just a duplicate of that one. As you can see, even these normal encounters now are paying out ridiculous amounts. So, this is the quote-unquote gauntlet before the real end. And here's the interesting thing. We're going to be fighting enemies we fought elsewhere. Like, here's Rocky from the very beginning of the game, but here's the thing. What's special about a giant chicken? Better yet, why is there a sample of a random chicken here? As you can see, you know, like, they have roughly the same types of health and everything. Like, what was the point of copying that? Better yet, why are there multiple forms of stallion here? So it's just some interesting food for thought, I feel. But overall, there's very little here that's like a super noteworthy threat. I believe everything you fight here... Oh, okay. Alright, fair. That's ice, lightning, and fire in that order from left to right, then. But in some ways, it really does throw the goddess even further into question, because why do they have samples of all of this specifically? Better yet, how, seeing as how him being... It just throws stuff into question. But overall, pretty easy. It's basically just a flashback to your adventure, I guess. I want to say these feel sturdier than the real stallion was. Thanks for the heals. Two of them should go down from the double blitz. The third one, because he got 3 heals, might take a bit more. Wow, they're still up? I'm actually genuinely surprised. So, okay, some of them might have more than the originals did. Hey look, it's copyright infringement, the attack. Alright, one more double blitz and then we'll get serious on whatever's left. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely more than before. Just because it was a fair amount of damage they took. Oh, well... Whoopsie. Cupid's Lyre is the accessory that the Tubster would give you. It heals you like 1 point per step. Not a super great accessory slot, honestly. But there we go, we now have a method of healing while here. Obviously, the pathway down, since this is a hub, would be, well, pathway up or down would be what one would probably logically conclude. But the pathway down is hard progress. We will go ahead and clear out all the extra paths here, though. There are some treasures, but nothing... None of it should be super noteworthy. Before that... Oh, Okay, there's a chest. Yeah, I couldn't actually see that. Or can we not get into... Okay, we can't get into these from this angle. So all of these lead here into the hub. Let's take... Okay, so we... Alright. So we're going to backtrack now, then. Other than cases where there's elements at play, though, Dragon Blade's basically going to be the weapon of choice. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever had my party be this fast in this game, though. I think I usually cut it off at the 40s, because at that point you would still outspeed and then maybe use the chain formation. I could be remembering wrong, though. But yeah, speed is king now. Alright, so this one leads up. As you see, the red ones have simply been uninvestigated. The blue slash green slash weirdly faded white, whatever you want to call it, means you've already cleared it. Whether it actually had something in it or not doesn't matter. It just means, you know, you've been through it. Give me fights. And see, some are literally as recent as the thing in the desert, so... I just wanted to have Frost Claw available. I don't remember if he's weak to ice or not, but this way I'm not constantly spamming elemental strikes to further tap out that AP. Oh, okay, we just... Oh, we just completely outspeed him. Okay, I'm good with that. I love his, like, I've taken damage deal, where he's just, like, doing rock signs and shit with his hands. It's super funny. Alright, so he definitely ain't weak to ice, which, you know, that's unfortunate, but whatever. And it doesn't seem like he has the original's counterattack tendency, so... Alright, maybe I spoke too soon. Just in time to get countered the whole turn. Whoopsie. Oh well, we can just use Vitalize next turn afterward if need be. It wasn't necessary. Which, yes, these do give varying amounts of experience, but if you're only doing this for experience, I would advise against it. Honestly, the fights outside might actually be better. Okay, so now we need to return and go through another path. Oh, said in the other part, so that's part of why it's kind of not coming through, or rather, that I didn't do it. But it's actually a different day for y'all, so I hope everybody is doing well, even if it's a bit late to be bringing that. I don't know where this came from. This one just seems new. You know, I ought to Google that and find out later. You know, we're right close to the restroom anyway. But, yeah, just, apologies. I should have thought about that earlier, which maybe I did say it and it's just slipping my mind. But, yeah, I hope all of y'all have been having a great day. And if it wasn't a great day, then I hope it gets better soon. So So I said it might have been 4 more parts. Nah, it's probably going to be 3, because we'll probably have most of these cleaned out this time. And yeah, I think we can do it with this and 1 more, but we'll see. So, chicken, grilled chicken. I think it's weak to fire. If he's dealing 300, yeah, it has to be weak to fire. If we can get a reprisal, we could definitely find out for sure, but... So 1 more pair of those should do it, honestly. Okay. I like how the triple stallion fight was worth 5,000, which is probably the biggest payout of all of these. Okay, so we got these so far cleared. Time to head back down. And you know, this theme is really appropriate for this area, actually. Because it feels like you're just going through all these memories of the past. Like the dirty... Like, it's none of the good ones, it's only the dirty stuff. They're already weak to fire, so that might actually just be enough. As long as they don't start, like, countering everything. Okay, they have really high evasion, but the damage... I might just use Blitz in this one. Even if half of them miss, that's still averaging about 450 a turn per target. Better miss. You ass. Oh, still got a double. Don't care. Probably didn't need to waste the points on Lava Burst, but... They weren't that evasive before. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, and come to think of it, if she has Restore, there's no point in using Rejuvenate once he's down that low. Okay, yeah. It's a good old anglerfish. Can we get a repeat on Douse, please? Yeah, since it's 1, I will just go into... a warrior form. Oh, we had our grilled chicken, now time for our grilled fish. Okay, well, that's not a weakness. Oh well. We'll go with normal until we get the proc. Just roid them out. Oh hell, actually just be better to use a normal attack until that procs. Can we not get status chained, please? Probably want to regret not cleansing that. A little, but not enough to worry about it. Okay, complete waste of time for the Dalles then. Oh well. Yeah, as you can see, other than maybe one or two of them, like, absorbing something, having evasion, or just minor things, they're not really a threat. I will, however, show all of them off, or promptly putting them down for good. Even if you leave, these do not respawn. This is very much a one-time only. Oh, even those came back. Okay. He probably won't be necessary. He should naturally double these, but, you know, just to be sure. Boy, they love using confusion, don't they? Hey. That's what I like to see. Nothing. They are weak to lightning naturally, though. Oh yeah, okay, well Momo's gonna be doing some hits. I don't think fire... probably not. Okay. Well, if that's the case, GG. Bye. I feel like the Stallions had way more health than that. Like 3,000-ish apiece, maybe? Well, that's another pathway up, so we will take that in a sec. This should bring us right there. Now, unfortunately, if there is a room on this level, it's like one or none. Actually, wait, why do you even here to begin? Just to show off that that's a path? I guess. But down we go. Back down to the first level we will be going. Okay, I need to cycle around again, which is a little silly, but whatever. And if you'd just gone straight, this would have been the first thing you saw, which would have been fitting. Okay. So we should be nearly done by this point with this little area. Even though they got all that stuff going off to the side, you can't actually get in them, unfortunately. Okay, there's nothing in there. Not even a door. I just find it funny, though, especially considering... Oh, there's two Mikba. I just find it really funny, though, considering what Capcom is also known for, that there's a goddess in this, just, perchance maybe making bioweapons, you know. Just a funny thought. Teehee, haha. Good joke. If these are anything like the normal one, he probably has a high counter rate as well. I love how that's not even a huge threat, it's just an annoyance at best. Okay. Okay, well, there we go then. That might just put one down. Yep. Goodbye, Mikba. Forever. Oh, that one might be a little bit closer. Damn. Okay, now we're good. Okay. We will go up in a second. Where does this loop back to? Oh, hey. And yeah, this is the biggest, just messed up bit. Literally got copies of your followers. Like, really? We know he's weak to ice, though. Really? So that's one of the moves you can learn from Yggdrasil. Okay. I guess that's just going to slow us down a little, so oh well. It's basically, if you've played SMT, it's Dekaja. It just removes buffs and also debuffs. Could be annoying at times, but it's fine. Wow. A bunch of fuss over nothing. Okay, are we back in? Okay. Means this should be our last one. Okay, and there's the moon tears we used against Tipo. And there we go. That's the full trick, I believe. Yep, no. So, on that note, I do believe, unless we just fail, the next part should be the last one. I'm going to go ahead and call it here, though, and actually close with a save. Last time was a unique exception, unless we redo the length of parts and all. I did put up a poll. I put up a poll for yesterday and one for today regarding the way content is done. So far, the first one was in regards to how you like these sorts of playthroughs being, as in, do you want all the dialogue and such being narrated, if you want just, or if you want just, you know, normal commentary and, you know, silence where applicable. Only one vote on it so far, which I'm grateful for the vote, but it said that they like the narration. If you want to weigh in on that, by all means, please take a look at that. The one that's going out today is in regards to video length. Anything from basically 0 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45, and 45 to a full hour, or hour plus, basically. Obviously, if we were still doing the streaming deal, these would probably be longer, and also cover more stuff, but Right now, most of mine are going to be roughly in the 50 to 70 minute area, but if there is a demand for these to be smaller, I can do that. Just voice your opinions over there or here, either way. I can't see who votes on those, I don't believe, so if you want some anonymity, by all means, use the poll. I would very much like to have your feedback. As always, though, for the time being, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed the trip so far. Journey is almost over. The next part might be a little bit longer because I will include like the full credit roll and everything if we do wrap it up next time. But we'll see. So if y'all liked it, please like the video. If you got something to say, by all means, let your voice be heard down below in the comments. And if you want to keep seeing more of this but haven't subscribed, by all means, subscribe. Haven't decided yet what will follow on this time slot, but something will. And hopefully you might end up liking that too. But y'all take care of yourselves, have a great day, and see you next time. Take care.